The conflict between Maher and Adam Schiff heated up when Maher challenged the extreme ideas that have taken over the left in recent years. What followed was a fierce and honest argument between two well-known liberals who suddenly realized they no longer see eye to eye. Maher was direct and unfiltered, and Schiff wasn't prepared for the intensity. This wasn't just a simple disagreement. It felt more like a tough political showdown, full of sharp remarks and strong opinions. If you enjoy bold, straightforward debates that question popular ideas, be sure to like and subscribe. You won't want to miss what comes next. What started as a friendly chat between two well-known left-leaning figures quickly turned into a heated moment when Maher surprised everyone by going off script. Adam Schiff probably thought it would be an easy talk where Maher would ask soft questions about Trump. Schiff was ready to give his usual speech about democracy being in trouble. But Maher did something different. He told Schiff to forget about Trump and asked what message the Democrats really want to share with the country. Suddenly, Schiff got nervous and stumbled, like someone unprepared. When he finally spoke, his answer surprised the audience. Let's stop for a second. The question was about the Democrats' message, but Schiff started talking about Russia, even though no one mentioned it. That's strange. This is the same guy who spent years focused on Trump's Russia ties, claiming he had proof. Now, when asked a simple question, he avoids Russia completely. Maher caught him off guard and showed how Schiff's story fell apart. Schiff stumbled, and it was clear he knew it, and it gets worse. No wonder Trump calls him Shifty Schiff. He's great at changing the subject. Maher asked a simple question. What are Democrats doing to help everyday people? But Schiff didn't give an answer. Instead, he asked more questions, like he didn't have a plan. That's like going to a job interview and telling the boss to ask someone else why you should get hired. Schiff didn't name any real solutions, just talked about Trump and avoided the question. That's how many Democrats act, quick to complain, but slow to offer answers. Maher's question showed Schiff's message was empty, and Schiff knew it. If you understood what Adam Schiff said, please tell me in the comments. I've listened 3 times and still don't get it. Maher asked a simple question about the Democrats' plan to help regular people. But Schiff gave a long, confusing answer that didn't say anything. He used big words and vague ideas, but didn't give a real answer. Maher wanted real answers, but Schiff just talked to fill time with empty words. School, school, school. I agree with Trump on this. I never liked real estate agents with their cheesy sales tricks. But politicians are worse. At least realtors try to sell you something. Politicians like Adam Schiff sell nothing and just complain. Schiff spends all his time attacking others, especially Trump, but offers no real solutions. He just talks to stay on TV and avoids real answers. When the cameras are off, he disappears, along with his promises. That's why we need people like Trump to keep them honest. In another interview, Maher asked Schiff a tough question. Listen to his answer. To be fair, this was back when Bill Maher was still caught up in the progressive bubble, so some confusion is understandable. But the question was simple. Is there any real proof that Trump worked with Russia? A yes or no would have been enough. Instead, Schiff did his usual routine, dodging, deflecting, and spinning like he was putting on a circus act. Why all the tricks? Because there was never any real evidence of Trump colluding with Russia. Zero. Just wishful thinking dressed up as fact. Still, networks like MSNBC kept pushing the story, treating every little thing Trump did like a secret. Message from Moscow. Meanwhile, Schiff played the serious investigator but never gave any real proof. It was all just political theater. Lots of drama, no facts. That's why Bill Maher turned against the woke left and wants nothing to do with them. I don't agree with liberal politics, but even I've noticed something. The liberals have changed, and not for the better. 10 years ago, liberal leaders, whether you agreed with them or not, at least had clear ideas. They pushed for things like criminal justice reform, environmental protection, and health care. People like Barack Obama or Joe Lieberman could explain their views clearly and had a real plan for the country. But today it's different. Now it's mostly emotional outbursts pretending to be debates, shouting matches on Twitter, fake outrage with no real meaning. The arguments aren't based on facts or logic anymore. They're driven by feelings, victimhood, and anger. They preach tolerance but cancel anyone who disagrees. They claim to support democracy but silence opposing views. It's not a movement anymore. It's a mess dressed up as moral superiority. The modern left has traded reason for rage and real solutions for catchy sound bites. People like Adam Schiff show this clearly, dodging questions, spreading baseless stories, and offering nothing useful for everyday people. Once, liberals took pride in being smart and pushing progress. Now, they focus on showing off their virtue and attacking anyone who disagrees. Bill Maher calling out Schiff's empty talk wasn't just a viral moment. It showed how lost this political movement really is. If this is what leadership looks like, it's no surprise people are tuning out and waking up. That's all for today's video. Don't forget to like and share it with others who want to push back against this madness. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.